anyone, just another face in the crowd, just another fan of a popular daytime television actress. But he isn't a fan. He's a fanatic, a stalker. And for 6.5 years, his prey has eluded him.
The scariest part to me is the way he doesn't give up. You know, in all these years, he does not give up.
I'm scared. In fact, I'm terrified.
On television, she was Tina Clayton.
But I've never felt so loved.
One of the steamiest stars of One Life to Live.
In my life.
One of the most popular characters ever on daytime television.
Off camera, she is actress Andrea Evans.
You are the only person in the whole world who means anything to me.
Living a real-life drama of her own.
One day I was coming in from having lunch at work into the studio. There was a guard, but this guy walked in and went right to me and grabbed me and turned me around and started yelling at me about a dog.
That was just the beginning. A week later, her stalker slashed his wrists in front of the studio. And then came the death threats.
He asked me when, how, where I would like to die. He would put swastikas in blood all over the letters. Gave me death to the blonde whore. Little quotes like, Andrea, don't stay up late. You're going to die anyway. I can't even think of how many different ways he has said this to me. I had to have 2 armed guards with me everywhere I went. I was advised just to go to work and to go home. My phone was tapped. I was fainting at work. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep.
What did you finally decide to do about it?
To leave. That was the final straw to me, that I should leave. That I should leave New York.
For Andrea Evans' protection, we can't tell you where she moved. We can't show you her house, or even the car she drives. But while we can't tell you where she's living, we can tell you she's still living in fear.
I had to have numerous alarms, security, dogs, all sorts of things just to protect myself, because it's a necessity. And I have nobody to help me with that but myself.
When Andrea left New York, she also left behind the steady work and paycheck of the soap opera.
It taught me the most important lesson of my entire life. All the world is a stage, and life is a soap opera.
On this day, we found her appearing in a small production, hundreds of miles from Broadway.
The producers of my show are aware of the situation, and I've been given security.
We're wondering who is behind me, and
I look at every single face in the house, because it is a small house, and check to make sure he is not there.
You want to know about life? Okay, I'm going to tell you about mine.
I don't get mail. I don't register to vote. Things, just basic little things that people take for granted that I don't have anymore, that I've lost the right to.
Do you think you're overreacting to this?
There were times in the very beginning that I wondered this, and no, I'm not.
Anyone who is in the public eye, who receives consistent, threatening messages from a stalker, should definitely take that seriously.
Psychiatrist Jonathan Siegel studies stalker personalities.
Even though only a small percentage of them will actually do anything about it, you never know which one it's going to be.
What turns somebody into, we'll say, a stalker?
We presume that there must be something at the core of that person's personality that's simply missing. That's why they need someone else so desperately. And you often find that when the person they need so desperately turns them away time after time, they respond with anger and feelings of revenge. Sigmund Freud said that that which a man hates, you may be sure he once loved. And I think that applies to stalkers.
Max, I know your touch even in my sleep.
The people that they might attack are the same ones they once loved.
I'm so glad you talked me into this.
Why do you think you've been singled out?
Yeah, I wish I knew. I mean, if it was my color of my hair, I'd dye it. But I have no way of knowing that. I have done everything in my power, from writing to legislators, to my parents writing to legislators, appealing to police, appealing to FBI, and I am always told that nothing can be done until he hurts me.
Unfortunately, that's the case.
FBI Special Agent Jim Wright.
Everybody has their rights, and these people tend to be very intelligent, and they know what line they can cross and what they can't.
In this case, after the government filed charges against the stalker for sending threats through the U.S. mail, he simply switched to a delivery service.
And in that case, then, the FBI can do nothing?
Right. They learn by their mistakes. And many times, in fact, in most cases, these people do not have criminal records. And when they come before the judge at time for sentencing, they're put out on probation, or they're warned, or they get a minimal sentence, and it doesn't stop them.
Which is why Andrea Evans continues to live in fear.
The reality is that she will probably have to be careful until this man is either imprisoned for a long period of time or, as commonly happens, shifts it to someone else.
But he doesn't. His obsession is with me. This man lives to kill me. That's what he wants more than anything. And that he has not given that up in all these years, I don't know that he ever will.